Good morning. Today is January 26th, day 26 of this cut. Today I weighed in at 272.3, which means starting at 285, I am down 13, 14 pounds, and I'm feeling great. Making a breakfast bagel right now. Oh my God. It's just the vinegar. It's god awful. Ugh. Oh. A full Dave's Killer Bagel, everything style, with 2 tablespoons of strawberry cream cheese, 6 strips of turkey bacon, and then 2 whole eggs. Comes out to 760 calories with 62 grams of protein, 49 grams of carbs, and 34 grams of fat. To get this into a handheld deal with 62 grams of protein and 50 grams of carbs is a huge accomplishment in my books. The treadmill just allows me to effectively have a better workout because I can gauge and consistently manipulate my heart rate. When I'm walking outside, I find that I'm at 100 beats per minute if I am like actively trying to fast walk. On the treadmill, I can change incline and still similar speed. The difference is the incline. I can put it up to 5 percentage incline and get my heart rate up to that 120 to 130 range. And I think it's so crucial for that in this fat loss journey to have a 3x or more of caloric burn, and I'm trying to stack on the mental benefit of reading in that. In 45 minutes, I burned approximately 420 calories. Whew, I'm tired. I think my legs are just so heavy from lifting. The cardio felt like it was like 3 hours long, but still got it done. Starving. Let's make some meal prep. The big pan to cook the 3 pounds of 93.7 ground turkey. All right, well, that's cooking. I am starving at this point, so I'm gonna have a creamy and crisp Barbell. The bar is 200 calories, 8 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs with 3 grams of dietary fiber, so net carbs is 16 grams, and then 20 grams of protein. So kind of well-versed all-around bar, but it tastes good, and I feel my blood sugar diving off a cliff. Getting cracking with the rice on the side. I'm going to start with 2 cups of dry and then season it with some garlic, smoked paprika, black pepper, some of this amazing no salt organic. It's like Italian seasoning, and then some pink salt just to pull it all together. A little bit of olive oil instead of butter. Better fat, and it really helps the rice just cook a lot better, not get burnt. For every cup of uncooked rice, I do a cup and a half of water and then just put in this rice cooker, press a button, and then in about 30 minutes, it's good. Taco seasoning going in with the ground turkey and veg, and then I'm just gonna let this simmer until the rice is cooked for about 20-30 minutes. Gonna restore some electrolytes with a sugar-free white peach, my favorite flavor. These frothers, like when they're low battery, they extremely suck, but when you put fresh batteries in, I mean, the thing is like insanely fast. Feels like it goes from a stick to a machine gun. So I'm letting this simmer down while the rice cooks. That will really bring out the flavor. And then I will compact this into a bowl to eat right now. And then the rest will go into meal prep for the remaining days of this week. This stuff's good for like 3 to 5 days. Obviously good for 3 days, and then, you know, bearable for 4 and 5, if depending on how much I made. This is 3 pounds of ground turkey, and then 2 cups of white rice dry. So I can always guesstimate. It usually makes like 6 meals when I cook it like this. I'm also gonna be putting on, don't judge me, but some Taco Bell mild sauce. I was never the biggest Taco Bell fan unless it was like I'm drunk and it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Except the crunch wrap, the quesadilla crunch wrap. I mean, I'd fight a war over that thing. It's so good. And the soft tacos. I know the meat is one step below, you know, dog food, but wow. I mean, I haven't had it in years, but when I did, it hit every time. It hit every time. Finally got around to setting up the big ASS calendar, and super excited to put this thing up. I didn't expect it to be so big, but I guess showing a whole year, what should I have expected? Using some command strips to hang on the wall so I don't damage it, the paper or the wall. And kind of love these things for hanging most stuff on the wall. But I sized it up and it actually worked really well. I mean, it's not really that heavy, so the command strips held up just fine. And then I had to go through, and since it's the 26th today, I had to mark off in red X's. It just made me realize, you know, starting this on the 1st, how many days I have been on this journey already, but also how few of the days are left. Like, my goal is April 1st to knock this challenge out of the park. It's also my birthday, and just seeing how many red X's have already passed, I really only have 2 more bars until I need to show up on game day. I ended up getting 7 meals, and that will last through the week, and it's just an easy way to make sure I'm getting protein, carbs, and veggies all in one meal, and it's just ready to go so that I'm not susceptible to eating outside of the meal plan food chain. This meal, just need to plug it in. So I did have a snack, the Bear Bell, so I'm gonna add that. And then for lunch, we have ground turkey, which we did 10 ounces. And then we have jasmine white rice, which I had 7 ounces. And then we had, what is it? Parmesan cheese with a tablespoon. And then we had Taco Bell mild sauce. And we had 2 tablespoons of that. So the meal is 689 calories. And then with the Bear Bell, 200 calories. So kind of total thing, 889, but just the meal was 689. I am totally right now at 144 grams of protein. I have 96 more. You can see it on the right. I am at 127 grams of carbohydrates. I need 83 more. And then I am at 62 grams of fat out of 67, so I only have 5 more grams of that. So the next meal is probably, like dinner is probably going to be chicken breast and white rice, because super low to no fat, can just get clean protein and clean carbohydrates, and that will put me at my goal for today. And actually, see, this is the thing that I'm talking about. For me to really, add this in, I'm just going to put in a sugar-free, if I can spell, liquid IV. See, like just these little like 15 calories and stuff. So that's what I'm saying, where I wouldn't normally add this stuff, but I'm just showing you guys because just me adding the sugar-free IV, which I normally wouldn't add, is 15 calories. The taco sauce is plus 10, that's 25, plus 21, so that's like 51 calories. And then that stuff like slowly adds up the more we eat that stuff throughout the day. And so that's why I think it's important, for me at least, if I'm not wanting to track these minute, smaller add-on things that don't have a lot of calories, like only 20 calories and stuff, but it adds up throughout the day and throughout the week, And so that's why if I want to lose 2 pounds a week, I understand it's 1,000-calorie deficit. Well, I'm going to actually put my deficit at like 1,200, 1,200 calories, because I know that I'm not going to be tracking these little things, and then it's just a safeguard. It's just some guardrails on the bowling alley that allows me to still hit my goals, but it just like invisibly accounts for the little things that I might not feel like tracking every single day, if that makes sense. So I'm going to eat this meal and then get back to work. I don't know if anyone else deals with this, but I'm experiencing right now. I kind of experience it almost every day. I don't know if it's been many years of experience it, or just like since my thyroid stuff, I just notice it a lot more with my central nervous system still rebuilding, but it's like I feel fine. And then 30, 60 minutes as I'm going through the digestion process on the meal, which is a normal physiological reaction, like blood flow then runs from the brain to the stomach, and then to aid in the digestive process. And so I get a little bit blurry vision, and then kind of like a fight or flight signal through my brain, where I don't know, like brain fog and the blurry vision, and I just feel like something's wrong. I guess something's wrong, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm still fixing my thyroid, but it's something that I continue to struggle with. It's just over time I have trained my brain to not go into panic mode, because I understand what is happening physiologically. The brain and stomach connection is so huge. The vagus nerve runs directly from the stomach to the brain and vice versa. And so if the brain is off, the digestion's off. If the digestion's off, the brain is off. And I've never felt that connection more than over this past year. And I feel it every day, and I just have to, the things that help me is the magnesium glycinate that helps calm the nerves, and CBD oil, like 50 milligrams of that definitely helps calm down and just let everything like just work in the background, instead of like the background being the foreground and focusing on it all. But I don't know if anyone else struggles with that, but if you guys have any tips, that would be huge. I'm going to run through my sleep, but first I just want to tell you how I am getting better sleep. Now, I've been perfecting this over a year, and in my free 72-hour body reset guide that is in the link below, I actually give all the details away of this if you want like a step-by-step checklist on how to make it for yourself and kind of add some tools to your toolbox, your toolkit. And I think this ties into a bigger thing of just planning backwards, right? So I have a goal of losing 60 pounds in 90 days. How many pounds do I need to lose each month, each week, each day? And then what does that look like from breaking it down to calories, macros, and everything? You can do this, and what I do is with sleep, I need to wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So I want 8 hours of sleep. That means I need to be asleep by midnight. And am I just going to snap my fingers and just be asleep by midnight? No. So I need to work back from there as well. I need about an hour and a half to down regulate, right? So I want to actually be trying to sleep at 11:30, which is a good runway for me to actually be asleep by midnight. Like, okay, it's 11. I'm laying down. I'm turning everything on low mode, dark mode. I got the nose strip on. The eye mask is like plopped up like some sunglasses. And then 11:30 hits. I'm turning on the rain sounds. My head is on the pillow. And I'm ready to go to bed. Anyways, this new update from iOS, the beta version, I think it's like 21 or something iOS. It gives like a sleep score. And when I go into the sleep, it actually is showing, so I got 9 hours last night and 5 minutes awake, 2.5 hours of REM, 5 hours and 58 minutes of core sleep, and then 44 minutes of deep sleep. And I'm averaging around 8 to 9 hours a night with similar numbers. And the thing I've actually been chasing is deep sleep, but I've noticed that when my REM sleep is higher, I'm getting a lot more rested state of mind when I wake up. And I think that is coming from this consistency on my circadian rhythm and setting a good nighttime alarm, if you will. And honestly, when I'm thinking about planning backwards, if I'm cooking a meal for the current moment, I'm always thinking about what can I be making on the side, because things take time to cook unless it's like a microwavable meal. But I'm thinking like, what on the side can I be cooking simultaneously that is going to be for the next meal or breakfast or lunch the next day. And I think that little hacks just play such a big role into attaining successful consistency on what I'm doing by making it easier, making it more seamless. No plan is a plan to fail. If I'm going to plan, I'm planning backwards, which means I have to think ahead. I really just want to say that I appreciate all of you for your support. The comments and tips, tricks, sharing your own journeys, like raw emotions and what you're struggling with and how you can relate to this stuff, it truly means the world to me. It makes me so happy to just like open up my YouTube app and have comments of people that like I'm helping them or they're helping me, you're helping me, or I'm helping you. It's just such a beautiful thing. And I think my goal of starting this was to lose 60 pounds, and recording every day was just so myself, I could look back on how far I've come, but also like someone else could be like, well, if he did it, I can do it. And just building a community around it was not something that I even expected, but it's just happened. And no matter how big or small it is in comparison, it means everything to me now, of just putting out the information that I know and have tested and believe in that I think could help someone else, and just hearing your guys' tips and tricks on helping myself. I just want to say it means a lot to me. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I try and reply to every comment. I think I do reply to every comment, and the comments that are left, the likes that are left, the sharing of it, like it means so much to me. I just want to thank you guys. I just want to thank all of you for that. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Sorry, I just went on a little rap, but yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.